playing career.
To Sport Now and Greg Miles.
Thank you, Sue. Good evening. In a career-best performance, the beanpole with the spine of steel, Bruce Reid has bowled Australia into a winning position in the second Ashes Test in Melbourne. Reid bent his back this afternoon to grab 7 wickets as England collapsed from 1 for 103 to be all out for 150. Though with the final day to come, Australia has made an unsteady start in its chase for the 197 it needs for victory.
One look at the wicket was enough to convince England's openers that run scoring was not going to be easy, though Mike Atherton can't blame the pitch for his dismissal inside the first half hour.
Brilliantly caught by Haley.
Despite having to cope with the odd flyer, Captain Gooch settled in well, with his focus very much in the zone between mid-on and mid-off. Though new partner Wayne Larkins was a tad lucky early on, England pressed on to be 1 for 78 at lunch, an excellent overall lead of 124. Australia made important inroads in the hour after lunch when Reid picked up Gooch on 58.
First slip.
Then Robin Smith went in similar fashion.
Second slip. You wouldn't believe it.
And David Gower hadn't scored when he faced up to Greg Matthews.
Taken by Border. He's out.
After a first innings ton, that was Gower's first duck in his past 120 Test innings. More importantly, England had lost 3 for 19, though Larkins continued to chance his arm, moving his score to 50 and his teams to 4 for 147 at tea.
4 runs and 50 for Larkins.
England wouldn't have been too displeased at that scoreline, though they weren't quite prepared for the devastation to follow.
Catch by Marsh, sensational catch by...
Alex Stewart was the first of 4 batsmen to fall to Bruce Reid in the space of half an hour after tea, all for the addition of 1 run.
Loud shot, he's out. Another one to Reid. Taken brilliantly, caught by...
Greg Matthews cleaned up the final 2. England all out for 150. They'd lost 9 for 47 this afternoon. Reid the hero with a bag of 7 and a match tally of 13.
Here at the MCG.
Australia's chase began falteringly. Mark Taylor and night watchman Healy have already been disposed of, suggesting there's plenty of work ahead for Australia and some hope for England.
In the Melbourne to Hobart race, a Victorian successful. The highlight, the superb riding of ex-Kiwi jockey Greg Childs to ride a double on Angel Baby and Olympus. The first on the card was taken by Mardran, also a double for Glenn Darrington. The second to Angel Baby, Greg Childs riding brilliantly. The third on the program, won by Red's Arm, who was patiently ridden by Stephen King and ran the 2,000 metres strongly. Race 4 was the first leg of the quaddie.
Led at the 200-metre mark, got a length in front. Oops a Daisy shown the whip by White, 3/4 of a length behind, then Benbara Queen. Lady Have a Heart still in front of Oops a Daisy, and then Woodwood Girl, Benbara Queen. Lady Have a Heart just in front, nearing the line from Oops a Daisy, and Lady Have a Heart wins it. 3/4 Oops a Daisy, third Woodwood Girl a length away.
Lady Have a Heart had to work in the run but scored well over Oops a Daisy. Bahrain got a freak rails run to win the 5th.
Roy Jibiv down to the 200, Black and Fast coming at them, and Northern Highway right down the outside. Pike in front, Cyclones Mate fighting back, Black and Fast, and now Northern Highway. Bahrain got up on the inside, Bahrain and Northern Highway, they go to the line. Bahrain on the rails from Northern Highway in a photo, Black and Fast a close-up third.
It was Bahrain's first trip to the winner's stall since March 1988. He was a 9-to-1 chart. Stolen Souvenir all the way.
He's not doing enough. Bo Ripper's on the outside, but with 150 to go. Stolen Souvenir 2 lengths in front. Clark winding up Hadid. Stolen Souvenir 3/4. Hadid trying very hard, but Stolen Souvenir's holding on. They hit the line. Or might be Stolen Souvenir and nose to Hadid. Not much between the pair, with Hadid running on well. Third placing perhaps Top Ballet, which was run...
Stolen Souvenir got there by a nose over Hadid, and Top Ballet was third as we go to Greg Childs aboard Olympus.
Olympus at the 200, kicked about 2 lengths in front though, from Benbara King, and then Physical Lad followed by Timpanize. Olympus in front, Benbara King, and now Certain Strike out very wide. Olympus in front, Certain Strike blue. Olympus a nose, Certain Strike. Benbara King the middle third, and then...
Olympus got the money at 10s, but the second horse, Certain Strike, was very unlucky after missing the start. And the final event won by Nelligan's Flyer, which led virtually all the way to beat Lamarck and Aces and Kings. The daily double today, 5 and 8, paid $52.65. The extra for 3 and 2, $7.35. Quaddie 2518, $518.60, and the quad extra returning $1,871.70. And that's all in sport tonight.
Greg,
Thanks, sir.
terrific. Thanks very much. Now the weather, and I hope you've enjoyed the very pleasant summer conditions today. Victoria was mostly fine, and although showers were observed at Wilson's Promontory, no rain was recorded at the Bureau. Maximum temperatures ranged mainly between 20 and 25 degrees in the south and between 26 and 31 in the north. In Melbourne, the temperature reached 25 degrees at 4 o'clock after a low of 14 at 5 a.m. Melbourne's ultraviolet rating today above the extreme zone. Peak